Jill here from Jill Butch Bits of Bites, and I'm going to show you my swag maker action. It's, how kids come up with funny sayings. I have one daughter that came up with one that said it's exactly the same, only different. So the swag maker is exactly the same as my wreath maker, only a little bit different. You could use the wreath maker to make and just delete like half the stuff, like the top half or what have you. But what you'll get is that you'll get all the elements kind of, they all get rotated in the same direction. For the swag maker, you kind of want them to go, like for example, on the left side you want it to rotate up to here, and on the right side you want it to rotate up to here. So I have you build this half at a time, and it's actually will turn out to be somewhat more of an oval, but you can kind of move things around. Anyway, let's get started. Similar to my wreath maker, I start you off with making a base layer. Now it does say right here that it's half a six, but really it's going to do is going to have three elements because we're only doing half of it. So let's come down here. So I have a center line here so you kind of get a feel of where things are going to end up, that whether or not it's going to be look like it's curved or not. And this is not a center line, it's actually a center line that's off center. And it's mainly because you want to put your flowers over on one side and you kind of want your foliage on the other. So there we go. There's your first three. All right, so like the wreath maker, remember exactly the same, only different. You can now start adding to the top or to the bottom. And so let's add to the bottom here. Let's get myself some foliage. Okay, so make sure. Okay, so what happened here is that it got a little cut off. This is where I said sometimes it's a little hard to know where things are. Excuse me. But, it really did cut it off, didn't it? Well, let's just delete it and try it again. See, I have to show you that you can mess things up, just like me. So that, I don't know if I had it extending too far out there, but all right, there we go. That's a little bit better. All right, so I think I'm going to do it for the other side also. No, I think I'm going to just do this six piece. Okay, and I really don't like how those are. So let's just rotate them a little bit. It's easier than deleting them all and starting over. Okay, so now I'm going to add to the top, I'm going to add a nice pink flower. Okay. All right, now that's pretty good. I'm going to select all my layers though and do something here because you can see this is one reason I put this center line here is so you kind of understand where things are going to end up. And I kind of like them over a little bit, and don't worry about something in the middle here, I give you the opportunity to put something in there. So let's make the swag. Basically, all I'm going to do now is reflect across. There we go. It's reflected. And like I say, it's kind of funky right here in the center. Now, you can use the little action here is add to center. You could place things manually. You can build a cluster and just bring it in here. There's any number of things you can do, or you can bring in a bow. I think I'm just going to bring in a big white flower. Down here in the center. Okay, that's it. Um, it's kind of big, but this is just an example. Sorry. Now I can finish it. This finish the swag is very much like the finish the wreath. It just gets rid of your extraneous layers that you don't want to show up. Trims things down and gives you the opportunity to save out a PNG file. What you do though is you do still have your layered files as you see here. So you can save that out as your source file, or you can just close out this file and tell it don't save. So that's it. Hope you enjoy this one. There will be a thread in the studio forum to ask questions, share your creations, tips, whatever you run into. Or else, if you would like to privately ask me a question, you're free to email me at info@gilbert.org or Gilbert. It's better to do admin@gilbert.org. Oh, God, I can't even remember my emails. So that's it for my action. Hope you enjoy it. Bye.